Hey everyone! For today's video, I'm happy that I got requested to share with you my makeup collection video, which is one of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube. So that's what I'm going to show you today, my makeup collection. So if you are ready, let's go ahead and get started. So to start off my collection, I thought I would show you where I keep my makeup brushes. This is an old shelf. Actually, it was a paddle that was in the garage that I had my fiance cut up and use as a shelf now. And on here is where I keep my brushes as well as my brush cleaner. So in this little container, this is actually an old cotton candy container, is where I would normally keep my dirty brushes and where I keep my cleanser. And I actually use the Johnson's Baby shampoo to clean my makeup brushes. And then this holder that I have here is something that my fiance made for me as well. I just told him basically that I wanted a rectangular box to hold all my brushes, and he made it for me. And I did help with the staining though, so I did want to make note because I think that is important that I did help a little bit. And anyway, in the front here is where I keep my eyelash curlers. I have my e.l.f. Cosmetics, a Sally Hansen, and my favorite, my Shu Uemura eyelash curlers. And then on one side is where I keep my eyeshadow brushes. So I have various kinds. My Sonia Kashuk spoolie that I always use. I have tons of Real Techniques brushes, as you'll notice, because I actually really do love these brushes. I have some from Sephora, from e.l.f., MAC, and just various ones throughout here. And then on this side, I keep some small kabuki face brushes back here. So on this side is where I keep my face brushes. So again, I have my Real Techniques brushes, some more Sephora, e.l.f., MAC, BH Cosmetics, and so on and so forth. So again, tons of different brands. And then moving on from my brushes, I have this bookshelf here where I keep most of my beauty products. And on the second shelf is where I keep pretty much all of my eyeshadow palettes. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through, starting on the left hand side is where I keep my Sephora Color Diary. I really love this product. It's inexpensive. When I purchased it, which was a couple years ago, it was only $34 or $35, and I did see it still on the Sephora website, so I'm pretty sure you can still get it. But basically it has 5 different looks. Each look contains 6 different eyeshadows, a blush, and a lip gloss. The colors all complement each other pretty well, so I really highly recommend this product. And then next to that is where I keep my Urban Decay Naked 1 and 2 palettes. And right here I have this, I made this actually, bought some products from Michaels, and this was just to store some extra depotted blushes and eyeshadows that I really liked. So as you can see, like in the bottom I have some Ulta blushes and Avon and various eyeshadows. Then behind that is where I keep some depotted lipsticks. These are some e.l.f. lipsticks. And I have just some samples behind that I didn't know what to do with. And then over here I have my Sephora Smoky Eyes Kit. Well, I really like this. It comes with 4 eyeshadows, an eyeliner, and a mascara. It also came with a little brush, but I don't have that anymore. And then a mirror on the other side. And behind that are my 2 newest additions to my collection, which are the Too Faced palettes. This one is the Natural Eye palette, which I'll just quickly open. It comes with 9 different eyeshadows, and these are all really gorgeous eyeshadows, and I really love it. And this one here, another, like I said, Too Faced, and this is the Natural at Night. And the makeup that I'm wearing today is actually from this palette. The eyeshadows I use were from this palette. So if you would like to see how I achieve my makeup, I will leave a link to that somewhere, either in the Dropbox or on the screen. But again, this comes with 9 eyeshadows, and they're really good quality. And then lastly on this corner is where I keep my other palettes. And this is just like an old file rack that I had to help sort and keep my palette standing up. In the front is where I have my Coastal Scents custom eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. And this was actually one of my very first blog posts that I made over at truebeautylieswithinyou.blogspot.com. So if you would like to see all the different eyeshadows that I picked for this palette, I'll leave a link to that down below. But this is a really great palette. I really do like the Coastal Scents Hot Pots, and it comes with a really big, huge mirror, so that's really good. Oh, my kitty says hi. Say hi, kitty. Okay, moving on. Behind my Coastal Scents palette is where I keep my Z palette. And in here is some Marc by Avon eyeshadows, as well as a couple various ones. At the bottom over here is where I keep, let me flip this around, my favorite highlighting color, which is Champagne, and this is a CoverGirl eye enhancer. Behind my Z palette is where I keep my Coastal Scents 10 blush palette. And behind that, another Coastal Scents product. This is the 6 Contour Blush Palette. Behind my contour palette is my Coastal Scents 88 Ultra Shimmer Palette. And then finally behind that is where I keep my BH Cosmetics 88 Color Neutral Eyeshadow Palette. So from here we kind of move on to the rest of my corner of the world, where I have my mirror here. So that's me, hi. And then I have my mirror that I use in all my tutorials. So if I'm looking down a lot, it's because I'm looking into this mirror here. I really do like this mirror. This I got at Walmart. It is by Conair. It has different light settings, as well as 2 sides with 2 different magnifications. So one that's a little bit more magnified on one side than the other. And I have to say, honestly, I'm really clumsy sometimes, and I've dropped this thing at least 5 times, and it still is holding out and works for me really well, so I highly recommend this one. And then next to it is I have this glass container where I keep all my eyeliner pencils. So I have some NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils, as well as NYX Slide On Glide On eyeliners. I have some Ulta eyeliners, my Maybelline Master Precise, as well as an extra one in the back, and some Physicians Formula and various ones, Urban Decay, such stuff like that. And then this is where I keep the majority of my makeup. These are plastic containers that I got also from Walmart. I want to say that they range anywhere from $5 to $10. I'm going to lean more towards being around $8 or so. I really like this. This works really well for my current living situation. It's actually 4 individual containers, each with 5 drawers, and I just kind of bought one every time that my collection was growing. So, I mean, they're not super duper sturdy. They work for me, but if there was an earthquake or something, I don't think that it would hold on its own. Anyway, the way that I organize this is kind of the way that I do, the order that I do my makeup in. So starting on the top left hand side is where I keep my concealers, and I have various kinds of concealers. In the back I have some e.l.f. mineral concealers, an Ulta Incognito concealer. Underneath that I have my Coastal Scents Camo Quad, my Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda concealer palette, my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, some Almay concealers that I really like. My newest favorite, the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch. I have an e.l.f. one, some CoverGirl, my NYX HD, and the holy grail for me of concealers, my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And just a little extra jar that was given to me by the friendly guy at MAC, so that way I can store any excess of the product. And then in this top drawer over here is where I keep my brow products. So I have an e.l.f. matte eyeshadow, the infamous Brow Tones palette from Coastal Scents that I use in pretty much every single tutorial and almost every single day. And my NYX Eyebrow Shaper. This is the Ulta Ultimate Brows Shade and Shaper Pencil. And this is an e.l.f. pencil that I have back here that I actually really don't like or ever use. So maybe I'll do another video on products that I kind of regret buying. Let me know if that's something that you would like to see. But I also keep my eyebrow, this is an eyebrow stencil kit from e.l.f. Pair of tweezers and scissors. So that's it for that drawer. And then moving back over to this side, I keep some of my setting powders. This is the e.l.f. High Definition Powder, which I really, really love. And even one that I love more than that is the e.l.f. Mineral Blemish Powder. And this is the e.l.f. Complexion Perfection. Moving on to this drawer is where I keep my eyeshadow primers. So I have my MAC Paint Pot and Bare Study. This is a Coastal Scents Pot in Silk White. I believe it's like a creamy eyeshadow. And then I have my Urban Decay Primer Potions. This is an e.l.f. primer. I have some samples of my Too Faced primers that came with my Too Faced palettes. And then my e.l.f. Mineral Eyeshadow Primer and my favorite NYX eyeshadow base. Then back on this side I have all of my e.l.f. bronzers. So I have the Golden, the Cool, the Warm, and the Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder. I really do like all of these. And then back on this side is where I keep all of my e.l.f. mineral eyeshadows. Now I really, really, really like these eyeshadows with the exception that they are extremely messy, so you have to be really careful when you're using these eyeshadows. But I really love the different range of colors. They're shimmery and matte eyeshadows, and I just highly recommend them. When I got them, I think they're like $3 each, but I got them when they were like 50% off, so that's probably why I have so many of them. But I really, really do like these eyeshadows. And then back on this side is where I keep more bronzers. So underneath here I have my Too Faced Leopard Love Perfection Kit, which comes with a highlighter, blush, and bronzer. And then my favorite bronzer, my Hoola Benefit. I have another favorite. This is the Physicians Formula Baked Bronzer. This is my NARS Laguna and Orgasm Duo. Then in the back here I have another Physicians Formula bronzer, my NYX Matte Bronzer, and again another Physicians Formula bronzer here. And then below that is where I keep more cheek products. In the back I have my MAC MSF in Redhead. This is a Revlon blush. My Prestige Skin Loving Minerals, which this is what I use. It's a bronzing powder, but I use this as my highlight and I love it. It's gorgeous. And then I have a Physicians Formula blush. This is a cream blush or a stick blush from Avon. And then two more favorite blush products for me. This is an Ulta blush in Flush, and then my Rimmel London in Santa Rose. And just to stay with the cheek products, below that is where I keep all of my NYX blushes. So in the back I have 3 cream blushes that I really, really love, and more NYX blushes here that again I really do love these products. And then to go back underneath the e.l.f. mineral eyeshadows, in this drawer is where I keep more eyeshadows. So in the far back here I have an Avon palette, and then I have 2 more Avon quads here, 2 Ulta quads, an Ulta Baked Eyeshadow Duo. In the back here I have some Ulta cream eyeshadows, and these are just some samples that I got from Coastal Scents. Below that, still with the eyeshadows, I have my Revlon Color Stay quads, my Physicians Formula palettes, as well as a Maybelline quad. And then below that drawer is where I keep some of my eyeliner products. So these are all cream eyeliners from e.l.f. My Maybelline Eye Studio. This is a NYX eyeliner in Crystal Silk, a liquid eyeliner from Coastal Scents. This is just an eyeliner brush that I use sometimes, and another NYX liquid black liner. Then below that is where I keep a bunch of mascaras that I probably need to go through and get rid of some of them, but I really do like using all of these different kinds of mascaras. So I have, let's see, I have some e.l.f. ones, Stila, L'Oreal, NYX, Maybelline, Urban Decay, Ulta, and Revlon, some various mascaras. Below that is where I keep some eyelashes. So I have some Katy Perry lashes, some e.l.f. Individual lashes. I have a bunch of different Ardell lashes. Some of the cases, or some of the boxes rather, I did not keep a hold of, so I couldn't tell you which specific ones. But in here I also keep my duo adhesive. And below that is yet another drawer full of lashes. So I have some from BH Cosmetics, and again Ardell and Katy Perry. Then back on this side is where I keep my lip products. So in the back I have some EOS lip balms. These are e.l.f. lip balms that I actually really love. I have some e.l.f. lip liners or lip pencils, and also an e.l.f. lip definer and shaper, and these are some L'Oreal lip liners, and I think this is a Prestige lip liner. Below that is where I keep some lip gloss. So all in the back here are my e.l.f. glossy glosses, and then I have some samples of some Urban Decay. This is in Naked, and this is in Midnight Cowboy. These are the Lip Junkies. And this is a Smashbox Eau Gloss. These are some Smashbox lip glosses that I have here. My NARS, a MAC Luster Glass, Revlon lip, and 2 different Revlon lip glosses. And below that is where I keep all of my Coastal Scents smacks. So I just have various ones in here. The bottom drawers though are always the toughest to open and close. So then back on this side, finally, this last drawer over here is where I keep some highlighting products and some glitter. So let's see if I can get into this drawer. Open that up there. Okay, so in the back, you can't really see, this is my e.l.f. Glow Powder. It's like a shimmery powder. With that, it's like a really subtle hint of shimmer, so I really like this product as a highlighter. This is from Essence. This is an e.l.f. Booster, an Avon powdered blush, my e.l.f. Shimmer Palette, and this is another product from Avon by Mark. This is just eyeshadows, but they're really super shimmery. And then again, some random glitter products here. And then moving on, finally, the last area where I keep my makeup. In the front here is where I keep all of my lipsticks. This is another thing that my fiance kindly made for me. Again, I did help with the staining, but this actually works really well for holding all my lipsticks. In the corner on this side, I have all of my Ulta lipsticks. This is an Ulta one as well. This is a Too Faced in Cougar, some NYX Lip Smacking Fun Color lipsticks. Over here is where I keep all of my Revlon lip butters. These are some more Revlon lipsticks. And over here is where I keep my Maybelline lipsticks. And then behind that is where I have this clear makeup holder, or I should say, I think it's acrylic. And on this side, quickly, you'll notice that I do have some more lipsticks. These NYX matte lipsticks are really great. It's just that they're rounded, so they don't really work too well in my flat lipstick holder. So this works perfectly. And then this Maybelline is actually an extra that I have right over here. So I just keep that one back here. And then in the first row is where I keep my face products. So this is my e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer. This is my Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream. One of my favorite foundations, the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Foundation. Next to that is where I keep my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. and my other favorite, MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. In the second row behind it is some more face products. So I have my Coastal Scents Undercover High Definition Foundation, my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Foundation. Behind that is where I keep my Garnier Skin Renew BB Cream. And then next to that is where I have my Ulta Double Duty Primer and Foundation. Behind that, my ultimate favorite foundation that I own, which is the Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation. And then quickly next to that is where I have my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and this is obviously in the travel size, which I use for special occasions. And below that I have a sample to, I think it's like a Smashbox setting powder. On this side over here is where I keep some samples of my primers. So this is my Too Faced Primer Poreless, my Laura Mercier Foundation Primer, some spackle. In the front is where I keep my Benefit High Beam highlighter. Behind that, another highlighter that I don't use often enough, also from Benefit, and it is in Gilded, and it's a pencil. I also keep some samples to some moisturizers that I like, and on another MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Behind that I have just a ton of samples that I got from Ulta or Sephora, and I just keep them over here. In this last row in the back I have some of my setting powders, but in the first I'll show you the Realness of Concealness Mini Fake It Kit by Benefit that I really like. It has a small mirror and 5 different Benefit products, so I feel like this will last me a while. And then in front of that I have my e.l.f. Translucent Mattifying Powder, my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation, and then in front of that, one of my recent favorite products, my Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. And then finally on this side is where I keep some of my e.l.f. and Yes to Tomatoes like Zit Zappers, and these guys are actually e.l.f. body shimmers, so I have 3 different ones. So that is it for my makeup collection. Again, I keep the majority of my makeup in these containers over here. Just to show you quickly, my mirror where I keep my eyeliners, my face products, lip products, my mirror, and then again I keep my brushes over here, and all of my makeup palettes or eyeshadow palettes down here. I hope that you enjoyed watching my makeup collection video. Please don't forget that this was a requested video, so if you have any requests that you'd like to see from me, just leave me a comment down below, or you can tweet me at @toabeautifulyou. I'll leave that link in the drop box down below. I'd really love to know your feedback or what you would want to see from me in the future. Also, don't forget to rate and comment this video, and if you have any requests from the products that you saw today or any questions, just also leave me a comment down below. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You can just click that little button above my head. That way you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you for spending so much of your time with me today. Again, I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and until next time, I hope that you have a beautiful day. Bye!